Okay, so this is our fourth lesson in our measuring time unit. Today we're going to be telling time to 1 minute based off of Math Focus 4, pages 272 to 275. Now, telling time to 1 minute is where the challenge of reading an analog clock really comes in. Um, Anyone can read a digital clock and have some semblance of understanding of it. And I'm going to explain that right now with this example. So Luis wants to set the time on his new analog watch. Now an analog watch is one that has hands and is not digitally shown. His digital clock shows the correct time is 1:47. So where should the hands be on his watch? Now this is Luis's reasoning from the textbook. He says, it's 1:47. That's after 1 o'clock, but it's before 2 o'clock. So first I'll turn the knob till the hour hand gets to the 1. Then I can keep turning to set the minutes. So that's what he's done here. Now he knows that 1:47 means that it is 47 minutes after 1. That's between 1:45 and 1:50. Now 1:45, the 45-minute mark would be on the 9, and the 50 mark would be on the 10. So it's got to be between the 9 and the 10. When he moves the minute hand 45 minutes around the dial, the hour hand moves away from the 1 and gradually towards the 2. It doesn't reach the 2. It's moving towards the 2, but has not reached it yet. So it's not on the 2, it's just before the 2. So to get from 1:45 to 1:47, he needs to go 2 more minutes. 1:46, 1:47. The marks between the numbers show the minutes. Now my watch is set to 1:47. And if you look carefully, you can see notches on these things. So 45, 46, 47. So it is 1:47 here. Now, it looks a lot like it is almost 2 o'clock, and that's because it almost is. So it can also be read as 13 minutes to 2. And the way you find that 13 minutes is you take the difference of 60 and subtract 47. 60 minus 47 is 13. That means there are 13 minutes remaining in this 1 o'clock hour until it's 2 o'clock. Let's take a look at checking. Now the first question is pretty straightforward and simple. It says, when the digital clock shows the time, or this time, where will the minute hand be on Luis's watch be pointing? So it says 7:08. We know the hour hand is on the 7. The minute hand, however, will be between the 1 and the 2, but it'll be closer to the 2 because I know that, using this clock up here, if the minute hand is on the 1, it's 5. Then there's a notch here that says 6, 7, 8. So it'll be almost halfway or just over halfway between the 1 and the 2. Let's take a look at number 2. It says, when Luis's watch shows this time, what will his digital clock show? So unlike the first question where we're looking at a digital clock and try to come up with the analog appearance of it, we're given the analog appearance of the watch and we want to come up with the digital. So let's take a look at the hour hand first. The hour hand shows that it is after 8 o'clock and just before 9 o'clock. So it's between the 8 and the 9. So it's still in the 8 o'clock hour. The minute hand is pointing between the 6 and the 7, but closer to the 7. So let's take a look at the minutes. We know that when the minute hand is on the 6, it's 30 minutes past the hour. So it would be 8:30. It's not quite 8:30 here though, and it's not quite 8:35. It would be between. So 8:31, 8:32, 8:33. So the time on the digital clock would be 8:33. That's part A. Part B asks us to write 2 ways to say the watch time using to or after. So we're going to use after for this. So we go first. So we go, well, it's 33 minutes after 8. Or we can write that with digits saying 33 minutes after 8. And if we want to figure out what it was, how many minutes it was to the 9 o'clock hour, well, we take that 60 and subtract 33. 60 minus 33 is 27. So it is 27 minutes to the next hour, which is 9. So 27 minutes to 9. I hope this is clear. And of course, as always, if you have questions, you can contact me via email or on Microsoft Teams. Thank you very much.